Few games in Nintendo's long-running Legend of Zelda franchise have pushed boundaries quite like Majora's Mask. Released in 2000 as a follow-up to Ocarina of Time, the game broke away from tradition with its eerie setting, three-day time loop, and emotionally resonant side quests. But one of the most fascinating and overlooked aspects of Majora's Mask isn't in what it delivered, but what it almost did. Buried deep in the game's code lies a scrapped gameplay mechanic that, if fully realized, could have fundamentally changed the way players interacted with Link's world. Originally, Majora's Mask was designed to support voice commands through the Nintendo 64's rarely used voice recognition unit, botw. This forgotten innovation hints at an ambitious vision for the future of interactive storytelling, one that remains unrealized to this day. The hidden microphone mechanic that time forgot. During development, Nintendo experimented with incorporating microphone-based commands into Majora's Mask. The N64's voice recognition unit, which plugged into the fourth controller port, had only been supported by a handful of games, most famously Hey You, Pikachu, and the Japan-exclusive Denshot Go 2. But Majora's Mask was secretly built with 6 Japanese voice commands, designed to allow players to interact with the game in novel and immersive ways. For instance, players could say, "Hi, Chizu, say cheese," to take a photograph using the in-game camera, or Maruku, milk, to fill a bottle when standing near a cow. More practically, uttering Auto Nanjigan? How many hours remain? While near a gossip stone would prompt the game to inform you how much time was left before Tamina met its apocalyptic fate. Other commands included Haya, to use one of Epona's carrots for a speed boost, Okaru to skip playing the Sonata of Awakening, and Osawari, sit, of a mysterious command that was never fully implemented. Unfortunately, technical limitations and the limited availability of the VRU led Nintendo to abandon the feature before the game's final release. Yet the remnants remain in the game's code, tantalizing hints of a more interactive version of Majora's Mask that never came to be. Why this feature deserves a comeback? Modern technology has advanced far beyond the clunky accessories of the N64 era. Voice recognition is now standard in everything from smartphones to home consoles, and games increasingly incorporate voice chat, voice control, and even AI-driven voice assistants. For the Zelda franchise, known for evolving gameplay mechanics with each new entry, this is fertile ground. Reintroducing voice command functionality wouldn't just be a gimmick, it could add a new layer of immersion and accessibility. Imagine calling out to Epona instead of pressing a button, asking for in-game time updates without pausing the action, or using voice-based commands to navigate puzzles and interact with NPCs. With the Switch and whatever Nintendo's next console may be offering robust hardware and audio input support, there's little technical reason not to revisit the idea. More importantly, it would honor the bold spirit of experimentation that Majora's Mask embodied. That game dared to change the formula, introducing emotional weight, time management mechanics, and one of the most hauntingly beautiful atmospheres in all of gaming. Voice control, an idea so ahead of its time it was quietly buried, deserves another chance, especially as Nintendo continues to reimagine the future of Zelda. A legacy worth rebuilding. As the Legend of Zelda celebrates decades of innovation, there's no better time to reflect on its forgotten experiments. The voice command system from Majora's Mask may have been quietly discarded in the early 2000s, but its potential remains just as exciting today. It wasn't just a novelty, it was a glimpse into a more immersive, player-driven experience that the franchise has only occasionally flirted with since. Bringing this mechanic back, perhaps in a Majora's Mask remake or in a future title, wouldn't just be a nostalgic nod. It would be a reaffirmation of Zelda's willingness to evolve, experiment, and surprise us, just like it did 25 years ago.